Welcome to another crystal water tarot reading. This is going to be for the Scorpios. It will be timeless. It'll be from the time when you find this reading, from 7 days from that time. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay. It's the number 35, and it's be free of control. Make daily choices guided by your higher self. So with this card here, I feel like some of the choices that you need to make are based on your gut feeling. Not all of them, of course, but some of them. You need to listen. So when you make choices, sometimes I'm getting heart over mind. Some of the choices that you make just can't be made on logic alone. That some of the decisions have to be made based on your heart. That sometimes you need to follow your heart. That it just can't be made on logic alone. Sometimes, I'm going to use it for a job, for example. I should take this job because of financial reasons. I'm going to make good money, for example. But am I going to be happy there? So I think that sometimes you need to make daily choices of how your life is going to be based on what your heart tells you as well. Some of the other choices based, just sometimes just the right and the wrongs. That to me is be free of control. Don't let logic always control what you do. And I'm also sensing don't let people also control what you do. Sometimes your higher self has to step in, that little angel on your shoulder, the little positive angel. And that to me is the good self, the good higher self, needs to step in, just needs to kind of come in and help you along the way. And sometimes that needs to be free. And sometimes you're the person that always needs to be in control of everything that happens. I need to know what time I get up in the morning. I need to have my lunch at a certain time. Sometimes just throw all of that in the basket and let it go. Sometimes people have certain regiments that they follow every single day. Sometimes just throw it out the window and just be free of it. And that's what I'm also hearing. So kind of a bunch of things in there. But again, be free of control. And I'm sensing not, and that to me is, I'm hearing to a limit. Just sometimes when you tell people that, that can mean so many different things. But, hold a certain expectation within those words, and be careful of that. But again, with certain expectations connected to that. So again, certain things, I always get up, and I'm just sensing certain regiments you may follow, you might want to throw out the window every day. I'm hearing some people maybe list people, maybe throwing that out for a day or two, maybe if they feel comfortable. Just kind of going with the flow of things. And that's daily choices. Making, and what's coming to mind is, what I eat every day, what I do every day. People may be joggers, where I go, that sort of thing. Hangman. So the hangman, okay, this fits perfectly, because the hangman also talks about letting go of control, trust. So this also might be making daily choices, trusting your higher self to make those right decisions, trusting, that the choices that you make from the daily day are going to be right for you. Maybe letting go of, should I trust that person? That sort of thing. Letting your higher self, and maybe listening to your gut as you're moving forward. And I'm also hearing not holding on to fears, holding on to past fears that kept you in constant control, that held you, maybe in the past now you're in control of, what you buy, because you had maybe controls in the past, maybe when you were younger or something, there was an issue of not having enough. And so now you are definitely, like with money and stuff, you are definitely money control. Maybe letting go a little bit of that, maybe buying something that you really want. Again, keeping in a certain control, but also letting go and treating yourself once in a while. Maybe you also were willing to give to others where you weren't willing to give to yourself. And maybe with this guide by your higher self, maybe it's time to, maybe you were willing to spend money on somebody else because they needed something, and now maybe you need something, and now it's time to maybe treat yourself. And again, this talks also about perspective, looking at certain things, enlightenment. Seeing things in a different way. Queen of Cups in reverse. And I had mentioned giving this to others. And normally when this is upright, it talks about, taking care of others. And in this here, I'm getting, it's time to take care of yourself. It's time to maybe look at yourself and take care of yourself and follow your heart and taking care of yourself. And maybe treating yourself. Looking at what you need. And maybe taking a break. Taking yourself to something else. Not always following the same routine. Giving yourself a break. Enjoying things that you have earned. King of Pentacles. And Pentacles, of course, we know talks about money. And it also talks about, it talks about security, maintaining that, patience, and giving. And you've done all of that, I'm sensing. You've got that stability, or you're working on it. You've gotten there, or you're going to be getting there. And once you get there, or if you are there, or however this applies to you, you need to trust that you will keep control. You need to trust that some days you just need to give it to your gut and know that deep inside you are making the right choices. You are making the right day-to-day choices that are going to get you to where you want to be. Trust yourself. And sometimes, being in control, we all need to be in control. But we need to have that inner guidance, that self-guidance, guided by your higher self, that knows right from wrong. That knows that if you cross the line, if you cross that boundary, you're not going to have this. That's going to put you over the edge. So you do need, even though it's, let your higher self is going to keep you in check, is what I'm feeling. And then we have the Ten of Cups, happy endings. And what I feel is that if you, give yourself some, again, balance it out, stay in control in certain things, give yourself a break, enjoy life, and then kind of just keep yourself in check. Take a break sometimes. Just give it over to the higher self and just, let it go, flow. But, because some of those days you just need to be guided by your higher self to make those daily choices, but keeping them in check to get to this higher self, to get to this happy ending. Because sometimes when we are so rigid that it's always control, 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 we don't end up with that happy ending. We might end up with all the money in the world. We might end up with that stability. We might end up with that security and all of that. But we may not end up with that happy ending, because we also may end up with somebody, but is it truly going to be happy? Is it going to be truly what we want? And are the people around us going to be truly happy? Because are we going to be so totally in control that we don't enjoy the things that we have? And again, making daily choices guided by your higher self, that is so important, because the control, if you're so in control, the person that you're meant to be with, you may not never meet, because that control portion that keeps you so in check may not let you meet that person. Because you may go down your little checklist using your logic side that doesn't check off the little boxes. So to me, you have to balance it out a little bit. You have to kind of weigh it out. Some days you have to just give it over and literally enjoy life. Other days you have to pull it in. #21, universal oneness. We are all in this together. Consciousness is flowing without separation. We act as one. And yeah, that's what I'm kind of sensing with this be free of control, is that they work together. They work hand in hand. And to get where you want to be, you need to let it flow. You need to let certain aspects of control and just letting the inner you take control. It needs to balance out. It needs to flow together to get this little group working together, to get both sides of you working together, to get this happy ending. Boundaries, put a ring around yourself and your energies. So yeah, you may, in control, there are boundaries. There are certain things that you should and you shouldn't do. And if you have control so much and you create boundaries that are so tight, you may not let that special person into your life. Replenish, the sun will rise and we will try again. And that's where you might just want to let the inner self take control, so that you can replenish yourself, so that you can enjoy your life, you can do what you want, and then you come back around again and you're back to doing your daily business type stuff, to go around again and to enjoy and to lose control again and to let the inner peace take control. Phases, shine even when you're not whole. So sometimes when you're just feeling down because maybe you've been so in control and not maybe enjoying life, that's a phase. And you just kind of, again, let the higher self take control. You go to enjoy life. You just kind of play it by ear. And that kind of will allow you to bring yourself together again, become whole again. You enjoy life. And that's a phase. We all go through that. kind of like a never-ending story. And this phase that you're going through, it may be happening now, it may be happening later, you may not even gotten to that phase. You might have already gone through that phase. September, it may be when it's going. And also September also talks to me about an ending. And this card here also I see a reflection. So that kind of tells me, this could be, the control side. This could be the inner higher self side. And again, they kind of mirror each other. Again, the whole control, guidance, the higher self may be giving the control side guidance. Again, they work together to keep balance and harmony. Maybe the person that is going to help you enjoy life is going to come in sometime around September. But yeah, the higher self helps us. I'm sensing it guides us from right from wrong. It helps us make the right decisions. It helps us and it leads us to a better life. 0110 belief system. Go after what you want. Unique, destiny, inspiration, talents, gifts, appreciate, and gratitude. You are blessed with the talents and skills that make it easy for you to stand out from a crowd. Embrace what makes you different. That's your plan to success. Your dreams will come true soon. Your dreams will come true. So yeah, that's when we're talking about belief system. Believe in your higher self. And that's what's going to help you along the way. So we have a heart, and I believe that's what's going to bring you to love and to finding the right person if you have not already found them. And it will also help you find loving yourself. We have a turtle. Maybe if you haven't already, this may help you if you are in control, where you kind of stay within yourself, where you don't come out, where you may just kind of not share yourself. This is having you come out of your shell because the little turtle's head's out. This looks like a little mermaid, maybe? Not quite sure what that is. Oh, it's a little mermaid. Water sign, that to me means love. Seahorse. More water signs. Pegasus. Dreams. And a music note. You or somebody coming in may like music. May play an instrument. May write songs. Oh, so what I'm seeing offhand right now, and it has to do with music, is doe and then a deer. I'm thinking Dave, Dean, Deidre, Evan, Eve, Dan, Nancy, Oscar, Ned, Nathan, Olivia, Alice, Andrea, Need, that's all I can come up with right now. That's all that's coming to mind. So I'm going to end the reading here. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Please like and subscribe. Add any comments if you see any names or anything that pops out with the letters. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Thank you.